What's up guys, James Grage here at the Undersun Fitness Studio, and I got a tip of the week for you. Today, this one is specific to rear delts. How do we really target the back of our shoulders? Now, whether you're using resistance bands or free weights or machines, there's one common mistake that I see when it comes to targeting the back of the shoulders. So I'm gonna show you a simple fix here. Now, this applies, like I said, to free weight training, no matter what style of training, but we're gonna use resistance bands in this example. Actually, much easier. It happens to be one of my favorite ways for training shoulders, and one of the things I like is that I have resistance in a horizontal plane versus just a vertical plane like I would with free weights, which means I can stand up against the wall for this particular trick. With dumbbells, it would make it impossible doing it this exact same way. Now, here's the part of the tip that's universal. So the mistake that I see people make when they're doing rear delts, so let's say that we're doing a rear fly, they'll get this bend in their arm just like this, they'll get 90 degrees, and they pull backwards. And what happens when you do this is you're using bigger muscles in your back, like your trapezius, instead of focusing more on the rear delt. So what we want to do is, instead of thinking about squeezing backwards, we want to go out towards the sides. So as we're doing our fly, it doesn't look like this, it looks like this. And you can see that now I'm pointing to both sides here, and that's what I mean by going towards the side. So here's a little trick that I like to do with resistance bands, because what you need to focus on is keeping your shoulder blades or your scapula more in a fixed position, because if you're using your trapezius, which doesn't just help you shrug your shoulders up, it helps pull your shoulder blades back. So if you start to squeeze your shoulder blades together, that means you're using your trapezius, and we don't want to do that. So here's the trick. Just lean up against the wall, and this is actually going to give you that sensory feedback. In other words, you can feel if your shoulder blades are squeezing together by just that pressure up against the wall. So back nice and flat against the wall. Try to think about your scapula or your shoulder blades staying in one position. Now with the bands straight out in front of you, about shoulder width apart, and then we're going to squeeze straight out to the side, just like that. Control it on the way back. Nice concentric, isometric, and eccentric contractions. Nice stabilized shoulder. That right there is the trick for targeting your rear delts. So hopefully this helps you in your training. Again, if you're doing it with dumbbells, I'm not just preaching resistance bands. If you do dumbbells, don't come in here and do this. Think about the same thing. Think about going out toward the sides. Even if you're on a machine, same thing. So James Grage here, Undersun Studio. I'll see you guys next time.